Welcome to Voices of Town and College Toastmasters podcast. Hello everybody, I'm Denise Moriyama. We are here to share stories, challenges, and successes of our beloved club. Our purpose is to inspire you to join Toastmasters. In this episode, Jineon Moon is our guest. He is from South Korea and the newest member of our club. He already brings a fantastic, fresh energy to our group. I'm very curious to capture his first impressions today. Hi, Jineon. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm really happy to have you here today.
Thanks for having me, Denise. I'm glad I could contribute to your project.
Jineon, you are a PhD student and a very busy person. Why did you decide to join Toastmasters now?
Well, actually, answering to this question is part of my ice-breaking project, which has already been done at this point. There might be some overlap. Please bear that in mind.
Of course.
In short, I really need to improve my public speaking skills in the near future, and I think Toastmasters seem to help me achieve this goal.
Makes sense.
As you have already mentioned, I'm a PhD student, and I'm busy with doing my research. Of course, it takes a lot of time to do the research and write a paper, but presenting the result in front of other people is no less important than just writing.
True.
There are many cases where speech is required. First, I have to defend my dissertation in front of the committee members, a committee which consists of several professors, and that's the last step I must pass before getting my PhD degree. Second, to get a job in academia, again, I have to sell my research in a job interview. That's also public speaking. Third, there are many conferences in my field where academic researchers present their paper and get feedback from their fellows. To get a good feedback, I should present my research very clearly, and that requires also some type of public speaking skills. And lastly, if I get a position as a professor, I will teach courses in front of many students, which is definitely a type of public speaking as well. There are many reasons why I want to practice how to make a good presentation, but at the same time, I'm too lazy, so I always made excuses to practice it, like, oh, I'm busy to study other materials, write a paper, and well, I should improve my English in general before thinking about practicing my speech. I need to put myself in a routine that I cannot easily give up, and that's one of the reasons why I joined the Toastmasters Club.
Right.
Of course, nobody forced me to join the Toastmasters meeting every week. But if I skip the meeting and after putting my name on it with a role like Toastmasters, speaker, or table topic master, whatever, then somebody else should take that part, which makes me feel uncomfortable. Let's say it's like going to gym for workout with my friend. That's not a contract, but helps me make a routine that I couldn't do it just myself.
I love that comparison, Jineon. Toastmasters really is like a gym for communication. And accountability help us build that routine. I'm really curious to know, as one of our newest members, what was the most surprising thing you discovered about Toastmasters after visiting your first few meetings?
Well, the most surprising thing I found about Toastmasters is that there are many members who have been participating for the club for a very long time, like more than decades. For example, in our club, Kayoko, Alta, Jerry, and probably Don and Alan too have participated this club for more than 10 or 20 years. In my perspective, as a new member, they've already mastered their speaking skills. I wonder what else can be improved. Of course, there will be no end in learning and practicing, but probably they're also, I think, they're enjoying helping other members more than just learning for themselves.
True.
That was surprising to me because all these activities are taken just voluntarily and without getting any paid. Well, there might be other reasons that I haven't thought of. I want to ask them what makes them continue, but whatever reason it would be, I was very impressed that Toastmasters can be one's lifetime activity.
That's beautiful, Jineon. Our veterans really are the heart of the club. They love welcoming new people. You touched on the exact reason why they stay. Alta, who is also a guest on my podcast, told me about a member who said he came to learn and stayed to teach. Imagine staying for more than 50 years. Anyway, all members are still learning new things, even today. Now, knowing how supportive this environment is, what advice would you give to someone who is nervous about visiting a Toastmasters club for the very first time?
I would say if you're like me who think you need to improve your public speaking but just too lazy to keep your resolution to practice or just don't know where to start, Toastmasters Club is the right place for you.
Yeah, exactly.
If you visit a Toastmasters Club for the first time, you can attend the meeting as a guest member and see how the meeting works. The meeting takes about an hour usually, and there's no pressure that you need to make a speech since the first day, or you have to decide whether to join the club after this first meeting. You can visit as a guest for multiple times before you make your decision. I've heard there is a member in our club who had participated as a guest for almost 6 months. You don't have to worry about that. If you are worrying about your speaking being judged by others, also please don't worry about that. I'm sure this club is one of the safest places in terms of that.
Why?
Because most of our members join this club for similar reason that you might have. People who already felt confident in their speech would not even think about joining our club. We all understand your concern. Therefore, Toastmasters Club is a safety zone to practice your public speaking without being judged by other people in your work or other important occasions. My bottom line is just try it. There's nothing to lose, and probably you will like it.
Exactly. There is absolutely nothing to lose and so much to gain in this safe space. By the way, you mentioned one person visiting for 6 months, but I know 2 members who did that. Alta, who confessed it on my podcast, and Federico, who is always so warm with our guests. He did the exact same thing before officially joining. Now that you are officially on this journey, Jineon, What is your main goal in the club for this first year? What do you hope to achieve by the time you finish your first few projects?
My ultimate goal to achieve through Toastmasters is to master the public speaking, which includes many aspects like tone, gestures, no vocal pauses, and nice structure, etc., etc. I acknowledge that's a long way to go. I believe the quote, slow and steady wins the race. My goal for the first year is to being less afraid of giving a speech. I'm not expecting to become fearless at speech because that would be almost impossible, especially in a relatively short period of time. Before I joined the Toastmasters, I was so afraid of giving a speech. I had avoided taking a chance to make presentations as far as I could.
Oh, really?
But as you know, there's no improvement if you don't expose yourself to the situations you have to practice.
I agree.
Since I don't practice, I keep feeling stressed about it, therefore keep avoiding it. It's like a self-negative feedback, being afraid, no practice, and keep avoiding. As I mentioned in my response to another question, one of the good things of Toastmasters is that the club let me more comfortable to start giving a speech because all other members know why I'm here, and they encourage me to move forward in my own pace.
Beautiful.
For me, the club is like an incubator to help me grow up in a safe space before I overcome my fear of giving a speech.
Interesting.
Of course, this would not happen automatically, and I have to put a lot of effort on it, but at least joining the club will help me switch my journey of speech into a positive feedback of practice, being less afraid and having fun.
That's right. The club really is the perfect incubator, turning that fear into a positive cycle of fun and practice is a beautiful goal. You proved this in your icebreaker. Your smooth flow, clear voice, and short phrases made your speech so easy to listen to. Thank you so much for inspiring us today. Do you have any final thoughts for our audience?
Thanks for having me, Denise. I'm glad I could contribute your project, and I hope everyone enjoys this episode. Thank you.
Thank you, Jineon. And to our listeners, I hope Jineon's opinions brings you some fresh ideas for your own path. Thank you for listening to Voices of Town and College Toastmasters podcast. I'm your host, Denise Moriyama, and I'll see you at the next meeting. Keep speaking and keep growing. Bye-bye.